Alrighty, it is time for another tutorial by Tanya, and in this tutorial we are going to be making since it's Valentine's Day, we're going to make little Valentine treat boxes. I believe these are known as the 2, 4, 6, 8 box, and you'll see why as we start to make them. For supplies, you will need something to score with. I use a Score Pal. But a lot of cutters have a little scoring blade, or you can just do good old ruler and folding too. That will work. You need some adhesive. I have my ATG gun. You'll need a crocodile or something to punch holes with, a pair of scissors, either decorative scissors or a decorative edged punch, whichever you prefer, something to act as a handle for your treat box. I just have ribbon here that I have cut. It's about 8 inches long, and then I also have 2 brads here to which I will secure the ribbon to the box. You can also use paper for your handle or any other thing else you can think of. Okay, I started with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper that I have cut down to 8.5 by 7.5 inches. So I'm going to start by scoring along the 8.5 edge. And the one nice thing about the Score Pal is the inch marks, half-inch marks are already set up for you, and all these little lines just score it right along. So I've got my 8.5 inches up against the ruler, and I'm going to score at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, and again at 8 inches, which will leave you with a little half-inch tab there at the end. Then I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to put the 7.5 inch edge up against there, and so along my 7-inch edge I'm going to do 1 2-inch score. I'm going to turn this over, and I don't know if the shading and the lighting if you could at all see where that's been scored, but there's a score line here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and like I said, those are at 2, 4, 6, and 8 inches. Then I have one down here across the bottom at 2 inches. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off this extra little tab on the bottom where I've got this extra half-inch strip here. I'm going to cut off this little piece between the 2-inch score and this little half-inch score at the end. That will allow my box to fold up nice and neatly on the bottom. So we're just going to cut that off and remove it, throw it off to the side. Now I'm going to go ahead and next thing we need to do is we're going to cut these slits on the bottom of the box. So we're going to cut from the bottom up to that 2-inch mark in all 3 of those leftover score marks. So there, and there. So you should have 3 of them. Really you had 4, but we removed this piece over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pre-fold these all up. And I'm going to go ahead and pre-fold these on the side as well. Just makes it easier when I go to actually assemble the box to have those pre-folded. So I have pre-folded all along all of our score marks. Now, I have found it's easier to go ahead and do your punching along your decorative top edge before you fold it up. Aha, makes sense, I know. So I am going to go ahead and do that. I always start in the middle and work my way out, hoping that things will line up at the end. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. I always find it's easiest to punch my first one with that upside on the top side of the paper, and then I turn my punch over and line it up on the bottom to get the rest of them. That's just me. I'm not saying that's the right way or the wrong way, it's just the way I find it easiest to do. And one there, and one more here. Okay, we now have the decorative edge on our thing. Now the next thing we're going to do is just going to apply the adhesive. So you want to make sure you apply along that little long half-inch strip there on the side, and then along the bottom of your 2-inch square pieces here. And I apply the adhesive to the 3 that are opposite that notch that we cut off. That last one doesn't need any because it's going to stick to the adhesive that's on the one next to it. if I remember right. Let's see when I fold this up. Then, just going to go ahead and fold it up, starting at the end opposite the notch. Fold that one up first, and then fold it in. Fold this one up to meet it, and fold it again. Fold this one up to meet it, and fold again, and fold that one up to meet it. Then we're going to turn it, and we're going to fold this little 1/2 inch tab over the end here. Actually, I like to tuck that behind, I forgot. So, tuck that behind, and it's kind of hidden there. And voila, there are your box. Now all we need to do is punch some holes on the side here for our ribbon. So I always make where that seam is that we close the box up, put that in the back. Take your Crop-A-Dile or whatever hole punch you like. And this might be easier for some of you if you punch the holes before you fold the box up. But because I have a Crop-A-Dile and it just fits in there nice and easily, I don't do it that way. So I'm just going to go ahead, slide it all the way down to my Crop-A-Dile, center it as best I can. I just eye it. I don't measure. And same thing here. Now we're going to take the ribbon, and I've already punched, no I didn't, I just cut in ends nice. Now I'm going to take my Crop-A-Dile and punch holes in my ribbon where my brads are going to go through. And line it up, stick a brad through that hole I just made, stick it through the hole here I made, open it up, and do the same thing on the other side. Through the hole, through the hole, open them up, and voila, there's your box. Made, done, finished. Cute little size, huh? Then you can just decorate whichever way you want. I do have some examples there in the gallery at A Million Memories if you want to take a peek at finished ones. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial by Tanya. Bye-bye.